Hello and welcome back. Once again, this is Teacher Jesse, and today I will be discussing with you about how to solve for the area of a triangle. And a bonus is I will be showing to you the derivation of the area of a triangle from the area of a parallelogram using the grid. Okay. By the way, this is Math for quarter for week 2. Okay. This is the fourth quarter, second week of the mathematics 4. Actually, this could be also used by grade 5 learners and grade 6 learners in preparing themselves for discussing about the surface area and the volume. Okay, so but before that, to those who are not yet able to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and please don't forget to click the notification bell so that you will get updates on my upcoming math tutorial videos. So let's start. Let's start with a problem analysis, and the problem goes like this. A triangular flaglet has the base of 14 inches and a height of 9 inches. What is the area of the flaglet? So the best way to solve this is first is to visualize this. Assuming that this is the flaglet, its base is 14 inches and its height is 9 inches. So this is the base and this is the height. A height should be forming a square corner or showing this perpendicular box. It means this is 90 degrees. In this problem, this is already a right triangle, so we don't have the problem to identify where is the height. But in case it is not a right triangle, say for instance, this is the third line, okay? So just draw a line which is perpendicular to this side. And it forms 90 degrees here, and that is already the height of the triangle. Okay, but anyway, since this is a right triangle, then we are going to continue. The question is, how are we going to solve for the area of this? So let's derive the formula in finding the area of a triangle by using grid. The same figure are we going and dimensions are we going to use. So the grid, and if you are going to look at the grid, assuming that this is 1 inch, this is 1 unit and represented by 1 inch. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this is 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 inches. And as you can see, there are two triangles formed because I doubled this triangle with another triangle to form it into a parallelogram. Actually, it is a rectangle, and a rectangle is a parallelogram. Because our target is to easily solve for the area of this figure. Okay? Because the area of a parallelogram, like for example, a triangle or a rectangle or a square, is just base times height. So we just need to multiply this 14 times 9. So to show that, the area of a parallelogram, so do not be confused about the parallelogram and the rectangle, because a rectangle is an example of a parallelogram because there are two pairs of parallel lines. The opposite sides are parallel. Okay, this is parallel to this and this one is parallel to this. So base times height, and you just substitute base by 14 and the height is 9 as given, and then 14 times 9. So we are going to apply multiplication concepts. 9 times 4 is 36, write 6, and then write 3 at the top of this 1. Then 1 times 9 is 9, plus 3 is 12, and that is 126. Therefore, the area of this is 126 square inches. And if you are going to count without solving, to double check if it is really 126, we can simply count the total number of square units, which is 1 square inch. Maybe we're going to use 9. So we are going to count from here going to here, okay, because it is easier. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And of course, if you're going to continue counting, this should be 18 because it is just skip counting by 9, right? So we just skip count up to 90. Okay, 9, 18, 27, 36. This is 45, 54. Next to 54 is 9 times 7 is 63. 9 times 8 is 72. 9 times 9 is 81. And 9 times 10 is 90. So up to this portion, we got 90. Then we continue, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Then 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, and 126. You see, it is just base times height. This is correct, 126 by counting and by using the formula of the area of a triangle, parallelogram rather. Now, the question is, how are we going to relate or derive the formula from this parallelogram, area of a parallelogram, to the area of this triangle? Because we are just looking for the area of a triangle, and we know that this is 126 square inches. Okay, to do that, we need to understand that this triangle that we are looking for, the size of the area of the flaglet, or the size of the flaglet, is just equal to this. It means there are two triangles formed from one parallelogram. It means the area of a triangle is just 1/2 of the area of the whole parallelogram if they have the same base and height. And in this case, they got the same base and height. Therefore, if we are going to divide that 126 by 2, or get 1/2 of 126, then we get the area of this triangle that we are looking for. Okay, to show that the area of the flaglet is area of the triangle, and it is 1/2 base times height. Okay, so just substitute 14 and 9. Then 14 times 9, we solved it already a while ago. It is 126. Then 1/2 of 126. And what is 1/2 of 126? We need to divide 126 by 2. So we divide by 2. 1 divided by 2, we cannot divide that, so we are going to include 2. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 minus 12 is equal to 0. And then you bring down 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. And 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. Therefore, the area of this one triangle is 63 square inches. Okay? And this is also, of course, 63 square inches. And if you are going to add 63 plus 63 is equal to 126, which is the area of the parallelogram. Therefore, from that concept, the area of the triangle, any triangle, is just equal to 1/2 base times height. Or we can simplify it by base times height divided by 2. Whichever are you going to use, they got the same results. You will get the same results. Let's have an example. So assuming that we are going to solve for the area of this triangle, and this time it is not a right triangle, so we are going to draw a line from here going to here. It is an altitude, which is the height. It forms a 90 perpendicular box or square corner, which is equal to 90 degrees. Assuming that the height is 14 centimeters and the base is 15 centimeters, then what is the area of this triangle? So if you're going to draw a parallelogram with the same base, which is 15, and the height, which is 14, as you can see, this side here is 1/2 of this. Okay, this the whole parallelogram here. And then this one is also as the same size with this. It means a triangle, any triangle, is always 1/2 of a parallelogram which has the same base and height to the triangle. Okay, so that's the concept. So we are going to solve. Apply the formula, base times height divided by 2. Substitute. The base is 15 and the height is 14. 15 times 14 is equal to 4 times 5 is equal to 20. Right? 2. 1 times 4, or 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is equal to 6. And then we are going to proceed here. 5 times 1 is 5, and 1 times 1 is 1. We are going to add 0, bring down 0. 6 plus 1 is 11. 6 plus 5 is 11. Write 1, and then carry one group of 10. And then 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. The answer is 210. So 15 times 14 is 210 divided by 2. So divide 210 by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. And then bring down 1. 1 divided by 2 is 0. 0 divided by 0 times 2 is 0. And then 1 minus 0 is equal to 1. Bring down 0. 0 divided by 2 is 5, and 5 times 2 is 10. 10 minus 10 is equal to 0. Therefore, the result is 105. So the area of this triangle is 105 square centimeters, which is equal to 1/2 of the area of the parallelogram, which is 210 square centimeters. This time, I will be discussing with you a shortcut of the previous example which I gave. Okay, using this same exercise, which is this one, to solve for the area of this triangle, which is having this base of 15 and the height of 14 centimeters. There is another way of doing it. In case one of the given dimension is divisible by 2. In this case, 15 is not divisible by 2, but 14 is divisible by 2. In this case, we can apply a technique, a shortcut, which is called the cancellation method. Okay, this is a technique in multiplying fractions. We are going to apply cancellation. So how are we going to do this? Okay, this is 15 times 14. A while ago, we just multiplied 15 by 14, and we came up with the answer before dividing it by 2. In this case, the shortcut is we are going to divide this 14, because this is divisible by 2, because this is an even number. We are going to divide or cancel out this 14 and 2. We divide by a common divisor, which is equal to 2. That is their GCF. But just simply divide this 14 by 2, so that we can cancel out this 2, so this becomes 1, and 14 divided by 2 is equal to 7. So instead of having a divisor of 2, we got a new equation, which is area is equal to 15 times 7. Okay? And aside from that, we will make it easier for us to solve because we are going to deal with smaller numbers. And this time, there is no division anymore. So 15 times 7. So to show that, it is 15 times 7. 7 times 5 is 35. Write 3. And then 7 times 1 is 7, plus 3 is equal to 10. Therefore, the answer is 105 squared centimeters. You see, we make it faster, easier, and we are less prone to errors because we are dealing with smaller numbers. Unlike a while ago that we need to multiply 15 by 14, which is equal to 210 before dividing it by 2. Okay? So if you are going to compare the two answers, we've got this one, and this is using cancellation, and they got the same results, which is 105 centimeters. So, in cases like a base or a height or any of the two is divisible by 2, then it would be better for us to apply the cancellation method. Okay, so I guess that's all for today, and I hope that you have learned something about finding the area of the triangle, including its derivation. I hope that you can explain where is 1/2 base times height coming from, relating it to the area of a parallelogram. And if you learned something, I hope that you like this video and click like, and then please share it to others so that others can also make use of it, especially during this time's learning. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe.